Hi everyone, I'm Candace. This is Eclectic Coach, and thank you so much for joining me today for this card reading. I am really excited to share my art with you, and this is sort of like a practical, intuitive art project. And I would like to let you know about my Oracle coaching service. I'm really excited about this because it includes the action and accountability piece that really makes a difference. It's a 4-part coaching service where you really identify what you want, and then we go through tuning into your practical intuition to really gearing that towards making that happen in a measurable, clear, concise way. And that's where you see results. So if you're interested, look in the description box. Okay, so let's jump into your reading for those of you who picked piece number 1. Okay, so I did a map out of this. Okay, so what I've got here is that it's all about getting swift, clear ideas and not spending so much time analyzing it, but really having to come up with the physical energy, even with this color red here. I'm seeing that a major theme of what's coming up for you is just clear, quick thoughts, ideas that you can feel on like a physical level. Yeah, very much linking to ideas, creating this sort of physical energy. And you're going to kind of have to move with your instincts. So that's sort of the theme, and you have to check with yourself to see if that theme is tuning into your particular situation. If not, consider going to another reading. But for those of you who picked piece number 1, confirming your intuition, you're getting these like ideas from like almost like from above somehow. Like maybe you're downloading information and you're just getting an invigoration of energy, but you're being called on to not overthink it and to not be lazy, but to be in motion. I'm thinking of these kind of dogs that are kind of in my mind's eye, can kind of, I don't know if you can see this here, but can see them kind of lounging around. And in this one, you're being called into physical action on some level. Okay, so mind, body, and spirit. Yeah, so this can even make you feel like dancing and singing and being happy, the excitement around these ideas is where you're being called to go mentally. And to make it beautiful and to make it fun and to even make it somewhat social. Take this emotional, in the clouds, light energy and bring it to friendships, collaborations, being out in nature, being colorful in the way you dress, being colorful in the way you think, realizing that opportunities are everywhere, people to collaborate with are everywhere. And it's this, something about this red color is making me think of your root chakra and connections to people, family, but more like-minded people. So you can start taking your ideas and start thinking about how you can mentally start reaching out to people for networking. So we're looking at confirming your intuitive guidance. So if you've been getting ideas about how you could collaborate, how you could do things, not overthinking it, being more instinctive, more spontaneous, more infused with energy. You're being called on, so you are on the right path here to be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Stand up for yourself. That just means like take up healthy space. You know, you have a right to be there. You have a right to participate. You have a right to your ideas. You have a right to express yourself. And you can be clever. Be studious. Do your research. Do your due diligence. But be responsible. Be cheerful, but think of how you can do it in a clever way. And as you do this, these well thought out plans are going to lead to promotions, lead to scholarships. You're going to find things. So as you think of how you could collaborate, like people are going to be like, hey, have you heard about this? Have you considered this? Be open to other people's ideas, but be clear on like just who you are. Don't puff up, but don't back down. So this card kept like spinning around, like my sweater kept hitting it. I don't know if you can see here. So the way I pulled it just now, though, is right side up. So it was showing me, and I'm like, what is that? And I got curious and I flipped it over. And sometimes it was upside down and sometimes it was like this. So knowing when to rest and knowing when to keep working at something, you got to kind of take stock. So pause every now and again, but don't get frozen, don't get stuck. And let's see here. So, what I'm hearing is pause and do some auditing, do some accounting of like your time, your energy, resources, where those are going. Are those in fair balance? Because you want to, this is showing me, because I'm drawn to the scales here, and it's upside down. So it's showing me that you need to pause and do some accounting here. Okay, so in the past, you've been called on to just stop overthinking and to take action. But right now, you're also being called on to take a quick pause, take stock of something, be assertive, but follow through on your ideas that invigorate you and continue to socialize. And think of how you can be resourceful by studying, by being responsible, by kind of being cheerful, whistling while you work, I'm hearing. And here's what you're being guided towards. Love, pause, in reverse, and you're a leader. Okay, so what I'm getting is you're definitely being confirmed that you are a leader, but just remember that no matter what's going on, it's just about remembering who you truly are. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. You're a leader. Enjoy that role. And what I'm getting is you're coming out of any sort of pause period. So yes, pause real quick, take stock, and then unpause. Yeah. I'm getting here also the Queen of Pentacles. So what I'm getting is nurture your relationships. These are going to be new emotional experiences. Take those invitation to social events. And you're going to meet a compassionate friend that you can share. What I'm getting, it says your concerns with, but yes, you can talk to them. But more, you can share like your fun side. And that's going to come from stepping into leadership, taking stock of your relationships, pausing for a minute, seeing where you need to show up and be assertive. So that nobody's over-giving. I'm getting over-giving. And you know how sometimes it's like, oh, well, I'm giving, I'm doing the right thing. But then eventually we realize, I've overdone it and I'm kind of worn out. If that's you, don't do that. Balance your relationships. Invest in relationships with like-minded, fun friends. People who like to get out and sing and dance and who are fun. Especially if you identify as being a feminine energy. Get into makeup, art. I'm really getting singing, dancing, nature experiences, nature retreats. You're going to meet other fun souls that are kind of sensitive, empathic, intuitive the way that you are. And nurture those relationships. Take stock of where you're giving and receiving. And really step into that leadership role, express love, and then you can unpause whatever's been stuck. So anyway, I hope that was helpful in confirming your intuitive guidance and where you're being guided to go next. Remember, you're a leader, express love, and that's how you'll be able to move forward and unpause something in your life and have more fun. Okay, thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Candace with Eclectic Coach, and I am doing these readings to support you in getting practical guidance for your life. So if it helps you, this is just a friendly reminder to get out your intuition journal. This can really help you keep track of the messages that are coming through. If you like the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check out my other videos on different readings, and yeah, just take what resonates. This is a general reading. I also do oracle coaching where we define what it is that you'd like to create, and then we tune in to your internal wisdom and then keep track of what you're getting and stay accountable, because that's how you really see results. So if that's something you're interested in, you can book an appointment with me for the 4 sessions on the link in the description. Okay, you are being guided to take a divinely guided chance. So if you've been getting whispers, call this person, follow this path, pay attention, look over here. They are leading you to abundance. And so far, you have been doing well at maintaining a sense of gratitude. And as you continue to do that, you're going to bring in more and more abundance. And in many, many different forms. Through different relationships, through different means, some practical creature comforts. just amazing experiences. I'm getting things about relationships and characters and the spirits of amazing people and just the whole energy around it is what you can expect from taking these divinely guided chances. So I'm getting to tell you to tune in and ask for signs that you couldn't possibly misunderstand. So what I'm getting is, on a mental level, what you're being guided to do is to approach it with the innocence of somebody who hasn't been hurt, with somebody who hasn't been disappointed, with somebody who hasn't ever failed. They've just learned how to not do something, and they just, like a child, you know, when they make a mistake and they're trying to do something, they just playfully move on, letting go of sadness, reaching out to others for comfort and support. And like, I'm getting good food, good drinks, nice environments, and really savoring the little things and being grateful. And that's going to tune you into your intuition. And there's something about, like, whatever lit you up as a child, something that you were excited about, the beginner's mind is going to be really important. And don't let thoughts of how things were in the past hold you back. Be playful. And something about, like, maybe if you receive some wisdom or some advice from an elderly person or wise counsel about lightening up and not being hard on yourself, that's important. And so you are being confirmed that if you are considering taking a chance, do that. And then, in order to be in that miracle mindset, continue to be practicing a lot of gratitude. That's what's going to bring you windfalls of abundance and keep it coming toward you. So it's coming back with this food thing. Really nourish your body and take time to celebrate life with good food, but high quality, life-affirming, nourishing food. See any disappointments or anything that's been kind of blocking you physically, energetically for some reason, regarding a relationship or regarding some sort of union. This can be a business partnership, but it can also be a romantic relationship that has just felt heavy because of the sadness and disappointment, and something about there's something about children or just your inner child being disappointed about the expectations about this relationship. And now you're going to be seeing things in a new way. And this is going to help you feel strong. Taking on this new perspective, and any delays are now over that were kind of holding you back physically. And eating really healthy is going to nourish your energy level, nourish your body, and help you take these divinely guided chances. And as you continue to be grateful for simple things like good food, good lighting, good company, the easier it is for you to be able to cue into what's important and see subtle, small details. You're being guided to be outgoing, to be charming, to be filled with enthusiasm and childlike wonder and like a sense of curiosity. This goes back to good advice from an older person. Somebody knowledgeable, somebody experienced, somebody fair-minded, who's not overly emotional, who can help you see things in a more balanced perspective. And for some of you, you're even being guided to share your wisdom, maybe through a podcast, maybe through oracle reading, maybe through making videos, blogging, speaking at conferences, sharing your wisdom, sharing something that you're passionate about. So maybe that is, because this owl is making me think of wisdom and public speaking. And there's something about nourishing yourself physically helps you get out there in the world. So kind of like as a tree, if you really want to get out there, you've got to grow roots, and then your branches can grow tall and high. But be self-confident, be charming, take action, and as you take care of yourself physically, then you'll be able to hear the subtleties of your divinely guided wisdom. So I hope that you found this to be helpful. And, let's see here. I'm going to hold this crystal while I do this. Yeah, so this is a balance between the emotional and the logical for self-discipline. So you've got to reward yourself, and you've got to celebrate your accomplishments. You've got to be okay being in the spotlight. Balance your masculine and feminine sides. Have a clear direction of where you're going. Consider taking on partnerships. And I'm just getting something with speaking, communicating, speaking at conferences, setting things up, facilitating something, but getting partners to do that. But I'm getting something about the dissemination of information. So if you needed that as a sign or a confirmation of your intuition, something about just expressing your ideas and getting funded for them, starting a business from them, starting a podcast from them, a blog, a conference, something about information. Yeah, you're going to have these powerful epiphanies. So let go of worry and fear, past disappointments. Understand the truth of a situation is that everything grows you as a human being. Like the past mistakes that you made when you were younger are only helping you moving forward. And there's really only the now. So understanding the situation. And unlike other moon cards, it's really, she's just enjoying herself out in nature, receiving intuition, receiving epiphanies. And sometimes the abundance also comes in the form of ideas. And so that's all I have for you. Thank you so much. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And check out my link if you would like Oracle coaching. Thanks. Okay, so for those of you who picked piece number 3, let's see which stone I'm going to choose to hold on to for the reading. I think I'm going to do this one. Let's see here. So some of the main themes that I got. That were going on around your intuition is, I'm kind of getting for a love relationship, somewhere where you feel like a lot of energy, I'm hearing. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but I am really getting those love vibes. So if this isn't your reading, you might want to check out one of the other ones. But I'm also getting with the Emperor here, there's something around control. There's something around will. There's something around desire. And I'm getting, though, that I'm hearing that you're very clear about what you desire. And I'm not sure if this person is fully comprehending how clear you are in your desires, what you want, your vision, what you think, your plan. I'm kind of getting that there's just some power dynamic where this other person thinks that they are in control and they're leading the situation. But you have your intuition, you have a clear mind, you are aware of your emotions, but they're kind of thought through, and I'm getting objectified. That's kind of like what I'm getting from these crystals in this image, is that you have emotions, but you're able to intellectualize them to the point where you're able to understand them, to stand back and to kind of look at things objectively. And your mind is about kind of, what I'm seeing here with the Hierophant is taking the tried and true approach. The way that's worked in the past, the way that's built on some tradition or common sense kind of knowledge. I'm also getting that you might want to, you're considering, I'm kind of getting for some of you out there that you've got these two different sides that you're kind of playing with. This is for you feminines out there. You're kind of thinking about your feminine side, being receptive, being open, being feminine, being in a feminine kind of state, flow, and with all the enjoyment that brings, you want to maintain control. And there's something about like a loss of control, or favoring the intellect, or having to balance or toggle between this more passionate emotional side and the intellect. There's something about this and the way he's holding this, like trying to control the tether of these two ends of the spectrum. And you're being told to do, because this is on the mind level, the tried and true, traditionally tested, common sense. Also, like, I don't want to say authority approved. Of course, you are guided always to follow your own intuition and to do what you feel is right. But there's just something about the orthodox approach in this situation. But with your body, you need to get out in the sun specifically, and to go on an adventure, be out in nature. If you have a dog, take your dog for a walk, they're saying. Also, I'm being drawn to the flower in his hand. So, like, connect with nature. Maybe touch the tree, or look at the flowers. Or even if it's cold outside, you can still connect with the trees. But get outside to the best of your ability, even if it's snowy. Go on an adventure. Mind, body. Yeah, you need to get back into your body, out in nature, outside. And if it involves like you contemplating this other person and kind of losing some control or some independence or something like that. Getting out in nature, being in your own body is really going to help you hear your own intuition. Spirit. Okay, so remove yourself from anything that is making you feel sick or tired or weak. Go to Spirit, and like physically you'll know that you are going in the right direction when you feel like a sense of relief. Like I heard this woman say that when she left this bad environment that she lived in, it was like vapors were coming off of her. Like I'm just seeing like as these people move away from a particular environment or perspective or way of doing something, there's something I'm just getting that you need to get away from and go towards. So ask yourself this question right now. What do you need to get away from? And what do you need to go towards? So that you feel safe enough and in control enough to balance the emotional, passionate side of you and the logical, linear side of you. What do you need to let go of and move away from? And what do you need to go towards? And you're also being called for, take some vitamin D. Now, I'm not a doctor or a health professional, but I'm just getting that with the sun and getting sun on your face and getting natural light on your face. And I'm getting, even with this Hierophant, like back to basics. But there's something about your physicality that's so important. Your physicality, your sensuality, being back in your body. And so do research on how to heal, get ideas, and the universe's encouraging messages is it's safe for you to receive. So it's safe for you to be in a passionate connection of any kind I'm getting, but especially romantic. It's safe for you to receive. It's safe for you to be in that receptive, gentle side of your nature, that nurturing, passionate side. But it's also okay for you to retreat into solitude when you need to. And I'm getting to have fierce boundaries. Like, be clear on what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You can have both. You need to address your physical body. Get down to basics, get down to natural health regimens, go to Spirit, meditate on a regular basis, go to church, listen to spiritual material, books, movies, podcasts. Go, if you feel tired and weary and worn out and you don't know what else to do, there's salvation in God. And you'll be led away from difficult times. I'm specifically getting at nighttime, like really be feeding and supporting your mind with spiritual stuff. And then during the day, as much as possible, be active, be out in the world, practice listening to your intuition. That's where an intuition journal can really help. And do research and get really strong and healthy in your physical body. And then you're going to feel safer in your physical body as you're able to emotionally regulate better. I'm getting like eat on a regular basis as she's like feeding this little cute deer an apple. So eat consistently, balance proteins with sugars and all that stuff. It's okay for you to receive, and it's also okay for you to say, I need alone time. And this will also give you clarity. Get down to basics with your mind, body, and spirit. Do research. Record that research. feed your mind spiritual material at nighttime. You can balance the feminine and more masculine, logical sides of yourself. Okay, so I hope that that was helpful, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and tune in for another Pick a Piece reading. Thanks. Okay. So, for everyone who picked pile 4, let's see here. Okay. So, some of the themes that are coming up around your intuition. Let's see here. Oh, come up in the last one. Okay, so something around public recognition, and I'm also getting that you've worked really hard, but something that you haven't done a lot of is ask for help. It's been a lot of work and not enough play, so if that doesn't sound like something that is accurate for you, this might not be your reading. Remember, this is a general reading. Oh, I forgot to say, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I'll also do Oracle coaching, and I'm using this channel to promote that and also get you guys messages. So if you want help not only receiving your own intuitive guidance, but also following through on it and taking massive action and getting things done, click on the link description in the description box. So, all right, you may not have been asking for a lot of help. And yeah, what I'm getting is her clothes might be a little tattered, and she has this look on her face like, well, all right. But she's doing it, and she's getting it done, and she has the support in these other realms around her, whispering in her ear and telling her what to do next. And now it's time to begin like a new part of the adventure. So you've received some recognition for some hard work, but you're a little tired. What I'm getting is this has been a very something around you personally, and self. Okay. And then we've got this again here, this 10 of Wands. So you are managing, and it's like the color of the gold is really standing out. So knowing that you can do it, know that you can handle the work, knowing that you can take this stuff on, there's a lot of power and a lot of strength that comes from that. And you're being guided, and they're whispering support in your ears, and they're helping you hold things up here. And you're being called to go on this new adventure. And I don't know if you've ever heard of the Saint Germain violet flame, but working with that energy, saying this Saint Germain violet flame meditation, or doing I am transformed affirmations while envisioning like a violet flame engulfing you. I might create one, and if I do, I'll have to post it on here. But yeah, I'm just getting something around you gathering your physical faculties and going on an adventure, getting outside, getting on some trails. So the previous pile, or piece number 2, was about getting outside. And it's about like paying attention to the animals that show up, about expressing yourself, about going on a new adventure. But I'm getting just go out, follow the trail. This also has to do with like work endeavors. And this was upside down, but somehow it got here. And so I'm really getting to tell you just how supported you are, like by fairies and nature spirits. And my eyes are just being drawn to all the sparkles everywhere. These nature energies. So getting out, working with your physical body is going to help maintain and recharge your energy. But you're so guided, you're so supported. Take action. Be connected with nature. Be out in nature. Be out and about. Also, and be talkative. And what I'm getting is systematize your priorities, your responsibilities, so that you have like an easy way to carry your energy. So organize your situation also. Organize the people, the energy. I'm hearing energy management. So you see how she's got her stuff and she's supported, but her gown is a little tattered. It's because you're being intuitively guided to organize and manage your systems more effectively, and also your time more effectively, to avoid decision fatigue. And in that way, you'll just have more time and energy for self-care, to go on adventures, to be outside. So incorporate time outside. Do things that are going to infuse you with energy, make you feel good about yourself. Think about how much you already have together and supporting you. Count your blessings, and that will kind of sync everything up into this order. Go outside, go on adventures. Really use your physical body, like so go run or do Pilates in the park or do something physical. But also I'm getting network, talk to people. I'm just, for some reason, I'm getting like, get the business license, get the bank account open, get the everyday minutia done, get it done. Okay. And then what I'm getting, again, is the sun. So this is coming up for a couple different people, is get outside, be in the sun. First light, last light is a good way to manage your energy and your circadian rhythms. It's good for your mood and your emotional level. I'm also getting you'll have clearer visions and clearer foresight if you get out into the sun and like point your third eye towards the sun and imagine it like recharging it and it being like this blue, this like indigo blue color. And yeah, nurture those relationships, network, connect. But also I'm getting like something about like people in your local community. Answer those emails, respond to things, get things organized, situated. Because you're kind of venturing into this new area. You've received some success from what you've done before, but it was a lot of work, and now you want to be managing your energy a little bit better. So yes, get out there, network, but think of it more from a nurturing perspective, like you're nurturing your relationships. You're saying, hey, how are you? You're communicating, you're having those everyday conveniences. You're making sure you're getting out in the sun. You're closing it down, I'm hearing, like at the end of your workday. And when it's time to just relax and do family time, you're connecting with your partner, with your children. Think of things as like they're growing, living entities, like the relationships that you have. I'm being drawn to these plants over here. Yeah, but being out in nature and among the elements is going to help you tune into your wisdom. So like maybe go for a walk with your family. but definitely something about the light. And nurturing your relationships, nurturing your professional relationships, nurturing your family relationships. So I hope that this reading was helpful for those of you who picked piece number 4. Thank you so much. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and put anything that you found helpful in this reading in the description box. I would really appreciate that. And consider Oracle coaching if you would like to really make some tangible progress on an important goal. I would be honored to support you in tuning into your own wisdom. And the link to do that is in the description box. Thanks again. Take care. Bye-bye.